It's a murder mystery that never disappoints. Knives Out 3 is the gift that keeps on giving. Guys, back on the cinema scale, today we are taking a first look at Knives Out 3. Wake up, dead man. The film is directed and produced by Rian Johnson. It stars Daniel Craig, Glenn Close, John O'Connor, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Josh Brolin, and Thomas Hayden Church. The film focuses on the life of Catholic priest Judd, whom, after getting into mischief, is transferred to another church run by Monsignor Jefferson Wicks, played by Josh Brolin. Well, the two obviously don't meet on agreeable terms, and as a result of the negativity surrounding this church, Monsignor Wicks ends up deceased. Well, in comes Benoit Blanc, ready to solve another ghastly, adventurous mystery. And indeed, it was a mystery. I really enjoyed the cast in this movie. One of the challenges in connection with having a cast like this, all-star cast, is that you're trying to fight to put them in the proper amount of screen time. And so the film obviously is going to focus on a portion of these characters, while the other characters will take a minor back seat because they are just filler in roles or supporting roles, even though they are established actors. I gotta say, Josh O'Connor, believable, hopeful, and relatable. He is a former boxer who turns his life around. He finds God, and he truly believes the Catholic faith is going to be the cement that can help people change their lives and so that they can move forward. Now, in this movie, he plays that positive pastor. He is the pulse of the story, and I really loved him in this role, being meek and friendly on screen. Great chemistry with the rest of this large ensemble. Now, Benoit Blanc, played by Daniel Craig, is still funny. You know, after being in the character since 2019 when the first film dropped, you would think that he'd be tired of this role, but no, he gears up even more so in this movie. There's even great character development for him, which I loved in this movie. Now, in this new setting, he is sophisticated. And one of the things I like about these movies is that he blends in to his surroundings. So if you saw Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery, the prequel of this movie, you saw that they were on a beach vacation element. He blended right into that. And I love to see him in his different character elements regarding the mystery that he's dealing with at hand. I love the stamina that he had in his story, a fresh take on the character, even though we've come to know and love him. Now, Josh Brolin, Monsignor Wicks, I loved him. Technically, he is the antagonist in this movie. He's rude, he's nasty, he's aggressive, and he is a fanatic. He strongly believes that the world is out to get his flock, and he must do everything in his power to protect them, even though some of his methods are unorthodox. He kind of reminds me of J.K. Simmons in the movie Whiplash, you know, band conductor, director going wild, beating on kids, slapping them up a bit. That's the kind of role that Josh Brolin takes in this movie. Very abusive, very, very humorous to watch on screen, and I really enjoyed how he blended in to the film. Now, Jeremy Renner, that's our Hawkeye, right? But in this movie, he is anything but our beloved superhero. He plays a doctor who is down on his luck. He's lost, depressed, and he is not doing so well in the department of love. He has no hope in this film, and he is a bit of an alcoholic. He's very funny at moments, and I love the comedic value that he brings to this movie because he is just a funny guy naturally. Now, Glenn Close, she plays the assistant to Monsignor Wicks in this movie, and you never get tired of watching Glenn Close, man. She just has this presence on screen that just captivates you. She brings you into the mystery, and you're literally on the edge of your seat in connection with this movie. She's one of those older women of the church, kind of resembles a nun in many instances. She's strong on the faith, and she believes that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the salvation to correct matters. And so she too is in the crazed fanatic role. You know, she definitely reminds me of some of that ludicrous attitude that you may find in connection with some persons who are fanatics regarding religion. All in all, Knives Out 3 is definitely, it's a rare concept film. It's one of the reasons why we go to the theaters or we go to the streaming platforms. This movie is energetic. It balances adventure, suspense, comedy, and thrill all at once. It's a movie that will have you question how far you're willing to go for your own faith. If you're someone who wants to do the wrong thing for the right reasons, this movie will appeal to you. There's a level of empathy and closure presented in this film, and I just loved how this story came together. This literally was the best mystery. Now, in about 40 minutes into the film, we're waiting to see Daniel Craig enter. He hasn't come in yet. And then another about 35 minutes pass, and you're trying to figure out where they're going with this film. Stay to the end of this movie so you can bring all of those points back together. The movie will leave you mind blown if you wait through it to the end. I really appreciate how the movie cultivates a certain theme of forgiveness, healing, and being able to have peace with your decisions, sins that you may have committed, or bad decisions that you've made in your life. If you've been staying along with the Knives Out series, you'll recognize that these are the kind of movies that the mysteries have themes. And in those themes, there are lessons for you to be able to grow and be able to learn from as an audience. There's a lot of emotional growth in this movie, and I loved it. Now, there are no post-credit scenes in connection with this movie. It was released on Netflix today, Friday, December 12th, with a runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes, and the movie being rated PG-13. Now, for you parents, there are some cursing mentioned in this movie. There's cursing. There is a lot of sexual references in connection with the pastor confessing, the fathers confessing and expressing some sins that they may have been involved in. Now, here's a question. Will you need to see the previous movies 1 and 2? The answer is no. If you are thinking you need to see the first 2 movies to understand this one, you don't, but you will want to see those first 2 movies to get some type of character connection or love for the character of Benoit Blanc. He is a character that literally has to grow with you and grow on you. Overall, they had good chemistry. Everyone thoroughly had good chemistry, and I think that's what made this movie work, the same as the one prior to that and the first movie from 2019. So guys, that was Knives Out here on the Cinema Scale. Let me know down in the comment box what you thought about this movie. What is your favorite Knives Out movie? And if you like this video and want to see more, click next, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.